Greetings my friends, and welcome! Ever since this game started, people have been wondering about two questions. Well, maybe a few more, but we will answer two of them today. Can you get a different maiden? And can you finish this game maidenless? For me, the thought about getting a different maiden started in my very first playthrough. Because of this, quote, "A maiden without a tarnished without a maiden, and yet no guide to bring them together." Here, the game makes it sound like you could find a way to get them together, no? I mean, even back then I didn't really believe anything would happen if I were to summon her while not accepting Melina's offer, but it was the start of the idea to do a maidenless run, for me at least. Now here's the thing, back then I didn't know. Well, if you don't accept Melina's offer, you don't get the item to summon your horse, which is the trigger for Ronnie to spawn at the Church of Eli, giving you the Spirit Bell. It simply means, if you don't accept Melina's offer, you don't get to summon any spirits. Well, that's that. Sad. But there's still Hyetta. Hyetta at the end of her questline calls herself your maiden, but for me she never really was my maiden, not like Melina was, so I thought, maybe if I arrive at Hyetta's place down at the Three Fingers, maybe I would get a different dialogue. Something like, "Oh, you don't have a maiden, I can be your maiden." Maybe I could really get Hyetta to be my maiden. Like, for real, for real. So, I arrived here. And I killed Morgoth while being maidenless. The reason for me killing Morgoth is because I didn't actually know that there is a barrier down here. I never went there before defeating Morgoth, so I defeated Moog, however he is called, and I was quite surprised to find that barrier down here. So I went to Morgoth, killed him, came back here and thought, hey, now's the time, we will finally speak with Hyetta without ever accepting Melina's offer. It is so sad. It is so very, very sad. But defeating Morgoth is not the trigger to release those barriers. The trigger to erase these barriers, these seals, is to talk with Melina and accept the key item from her that grants you access to the Grand Lift, to take you to the mountain tops of giants. You know what I mean. As you saw, I could leave the boss room. I could just walk out of it. The reason for that is, if you defeat Morgoth while being maidenless, the trigger of you not being able to leave the boss room doesn't activate, because Melina can't give you the key item. Because whenever I talk to Melina, this happens.
Have you reconsidered my offer? I understand. I'm asking you to put faith in but a stranger, yet I'm certain that we can reach an understanding. Summon me by grace, if you should reconsider.
And that's it. As long as I don't accept her as my maiden, fake maiden, she won't be giving me that key item. And without getting that key item, the barriers won't disappear. Meaning not only I can't go that way, I can also not access the Grand Lift. I mean, not accessing the Grand Lift is not that big of a problem, because while interesting, I never aimed to finish this game maidenless. My aim was to get Hyetta to be my real maiden, but even that, not possible. You can't finish this game maidenless. You can't get a different maiden, at least for now. I don't know if there is a different entrance to this area, and I don't know if there is a different entrance to the mountaintops of giants. I do know that there is this wrong warp glitch thing, and how do I say it? Every person has a different line they don't want to cross, and I don't want to use the wrong warp glitch thing to glitch myself in down there, or I don't know, to the end of the game to finish it. I mean, I probably could, and honestly speaking, the game would probably just end, right? It's not like it would shut itself down, or you would get a secret ending like, oh, you glitched your way through, congratulations. But for now, there is no intended way for you to finish this game maidenless, and there is no intended way for you to find a different maiden, sadly. But what can you do? That is all from me. I hope this answers the questions without any doubt, and I hope that with the DLCs or following patches, they will include a way to do it, because having options at your hand, as few as it might be, is always fun in these kinds of games. So yeah, like always, do excuse my bad English, and I hope you have fun playing Elden Ring.